Welcome to Sakshi TV's US Kids for Water Quality Education Program. I'm Preeti Mulbagal, your host for the show. From classrooms to communities, from awareness to action, US Kids for Water is creating waves of positive change across the globe. Thousands of volunteers working tirelessly to educate, inspire, and mobilize communities towards a better and a more sustainable future. They are all about youth leadership, compassion, and education, and action. Apart from trying to solve one of the world's biggest challenges, access to clean water, urban, rural, cultural, and educational initiatives are also taken up by offering workshops in robotics, innovation, and foreign languages, ensuring underserved villages and students gain essential skills and opportunities. It's a pleasure to begin our conversation about the incredible impact they have been making by teaching spoken English to kids in remote villages. We have this amazing team with us today. Ms. Prasanna K, who is the board member and Tamil Nadu program sponsor for US Kids for Water, joining us from USA. She's a subject matter expert on program strategy and Tamil Nadu operations. Ms. Prasanna, welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Smriti Sriram. She's a student volunteer who has taught rural children now transitioning to college, a young change maker. Ms. Smriti, welcome. And we have Ms. Nirupama, an active volunteer with hands-on teaching experience in the Spoken English Alphabet Commander program. Ms. Nirupama, welcome.
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
And we have Rishant, our student participant from rural school in India, a student beneficiary of the program. Welcome, Rishant.
Thank you.
So, one of the volunteers, you could answer when you think it is for the volunteers, and then, some will be for Ms. Prasanna as well. So, we will start with Ms. Prasanna. Can each of you briefly introduce yourselves and tell us a few, first, what draw you towards US Kids for Water?
Thank you. My name is Prasanna. In a few years back, during COVID time, I joined Usha Shidke, who is the founder of US Kids for Water, and she was working with Maharashtra students at that time, and I wanted to become a part of that program, and then contribute towards the state of Tamil Nadu. So similar to that, many people all around India joined for the same cause to promote water protection, environmental protection, and then giving rural education and rural kids an opportunity to improve education and sustainability practices around the village. So that is the reason we joined with Usha, and rest is history. Like for the past 5 years, we have been working with villages in Tamil Nadu, and particularly around Madurai district and Theni district, and we have made a huge progress. And on our backbone, and it is all because of our volunteers. And you can talk more with them, to find out more. Thank you.
Sure. But on that note, one more quick question. So what actually inspired you to teach the children in rural India? You may never physically meet.
Okay, I think that question has to be directed towards one of our volunteers. They can answer for you. As I said, volunteers are our backbone for our organization. So they are the ones who are willing to teach the children. And I am the coordinator who I'm like a mediator, like a ligation between our volunteer and the students. And I try to find the best possible match between a volunteer and student, so both can be benefited with our program. So I can pass this question to either Smriti or Nirupama, ma'am.
Sure, we can both answer it. I'd love to introduce myself first. My name is Smriti. I'm a senior based in Austin, and I'll actually be graduating soon. I'll be attending University of Texas at Austin in the fall for product design. And in US Kids for Water, I've been a part of the Spoken English program, Alphabet Commanders. I've organized 3 art fundraisers to support the organization and rural communities in India. And I've also been a part of the library design in Attipatti, Tamil Nadu. And I've loved every second of the work that I've done here and the people that I've met. I started in volunteering in seventh grade. I was just a kid. I didn't really know, my place here. I didn't know what I really wanted to do when I was older. My mom was the one who introduced US Kids for Water to me. And immediately the mission of education, bringing education to rural India, really resonated with me. Growing up, I was raised as a really giving kid, someone who wanted to help and be of service. Although I didn't know in what way yet, I immediately knew that this was something my heart aligned with, being able to impact a student in rural India, even virtually, even through a small way. That was something that was really appealing to my seventh grade self. And going on to the second question, what inspired me to want to teach children in rural India is that children in rural India have the same passion. They have the same talent, aptitude as any other student as me. The only difference is that their exposure to quality education and knowledge is different. And so I was really drawn to the opportunity to bring that to students, even if it wasn't in a huge way. And even through virtually teaching, I feel like I could still make a very big impact. And after my first student, Kanishka, I could see just how bright these students in rural communities are. She was so compassionate. She was so eager to learn. I'd never seen a kid so willing to learn, even through, a screen. And so that made me want to continue. I made sure to keep continuing to make them feel capable, to make them feel proud of themselves, and to make them want to reach for the stars more. So, yeah.
So, dealing with students and all, so how did this experience shape who you are today?
This experience has definitely shaped who I am in so many ways. I think that being a part of US Kids for Water was so transformative. It's made me a very confident person. Something about US Kids for Water is that, Prasanna Auntie, Usha Auntie, they support you so much, but they give you full ownership and involvement in the programs that you take part in. So I was fully immersed as a leader myself. And so I had to take responsibility for teaching, designing lessons, making sure that I was having an impact on these students, and hard work, putting in that dedication every single week in creating and designing these lesson plans, these games for them, library design, and all of that. And I feel like US Kids for Water has it's made me found my purpose here. It's made me realize that I want to be of service, and I want to go into a career that also prioritizes equity, equality, empathy, just like US Kids for Water. It's made me realize my love for design and education and creating materials, tools, and products that are accessible to any student. And it's just prepared me to be a leader.
That's lovely. That's lovely. It's going to help you in the future. Definitely. Ms. Prasanna, I have a quick question for you. As a board member and the sponsor for Tamil Nadu, what keeps you personally committed to this cause year after year?
Year after year, yes, it's a good question. Every year we are approached by volunteers all across United States as well as other parts of the world also. Our volunteers are the best ambassadors. They love our program, they love what they do, and like what Smriti said, they have that passion and they want to share the same joy with other volunteers also. So they bring us more volunteers, and the volunteers reach out to us and asking, like I want to connect someone with India. I want to touch my base. I want to touch my roots. I want to teach something, do something meaningful. Like Nirupama ma'am here, she is so passionate. Every week she teaches so many new things to her kids, like to the children in rural India. So seeing all this, like new volunteers approach us and ask us, like, can you add more students? Can you give us opportunity also? And every year our volunteer base is growing, and that's what keeps me pushing also. I want to reach out like to more kids. I want to give, it's all all in there. The package is there, but nobody has tapped them before. And our volunteers do that. And I'm so happy that they have the chance of getting that exposure through US Kids for Water. And that keeps me pushing, I would definitely say. Thank you.
Ms. Nirupama, walk us through a typical session. What do you actually teach and how do you structure it to make it fun and engaging for the kids?
Yes. Namaskaram, Preeti and everyone. Thanks to Sakshi TV for giving the opportunity to US Kids for Water program to present the outreach programs that we do. So the typical classroom it's a 1 hour classroom. It happens every Sunday, and it's when it is 4:30 p.m. Indian time. Sundays are the best time when the kids are available because they go to school from Monday to Saturday. And so it's like 7 a.m. in the US, and sometimes because of the time change, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning for me. So the typical classroom is I am excited, I start preparing Saturday night, what we're going to do on Sunday morning. So we exchange greetings, then converse about the week, what happened in school, around their community and in their life. So the students are from a very less fortunate background. If you see one student, their father owns a bullock cart. The other student, the father is a tailor. The mother is a tailor, and the other child, the father is away on military duty. So this is an opportunity. So when we exchange greetings, this is an opportunity to get to know each other. So they talk in Tamil, and we try to translate that in English. So that's a good way to start to break the ice. So that's how we get connected to each other and we get to know each other. And then we start reading stories, then ask questions based on the different passages read. And it's the stories are different kinds. It can be fiction, it can be non-fiction, or it can be inspirational stories. Fiction meaning we have also read Rudyard Kipling's Rikki Tikki Tavi, which they really enjoyed, or non-fictional stories about Swami Vivekananda and all great leaders. So, and it takes a long time to finish even a short book. It's the big thing is they don't have the physical book to read, so I always take pictures and send them, and they read. They take turns to read from each passage, and based on their proficiency level, one child may take a long time to read. So patience is the key. And the books and the inspiration and these and from those books we read, we I ask questions and they try to answer first in Tamil. If they are not comfortable, we try work together to translate it in English. And then we do fun things like scrambling words, unscramble the words from passages. So that's how a typical uh, day is, or an hour is for the kids.
That sounds very interesting. So, typically, what age kids are these?
So mine is basically I started 2 years ago. So now they are going into eighth grade. So they are like six. So when they started, they were in sixth grade. So now, so it depends. It's mainly I cater to the middle school students, but I'm going to go with them till they complete high school. That's my intention, because they seem to be really interested to continue learning. So Prasanna
That's
may be able to answer this question. Prasanna, are there kids of other ages too? Or
Yes, yes. We recommend like starting at middle school, like maybe like around fifth grade. But after high school, like before 10th or like after 10th grade, they are like into more into their studies, board exams, and all that. So we start a little early, around like fifth grade, fifth or sixth.
And the other thing I wanted to add is, since it's a Telugu televisional channel, we have also read stories about Tenali Rama, and
lovely.
which I just wanted to add, and even some, not reading about different continents, cultures, religions, and so that gives them broader exposure, and they really like it.
Mhm. Yes, and there'll be fun moral stories as well.
More fun stories, even Akbar, Birbal, or Aesop's fables, and all those things. Make it more interesting, just not monotonous, so that That way they get a variety and it makes them
It
more
keeps them,
interesting.
yeah, it keeps them going and to look
Exactly,
forward to
exactly,
something
exactly.
each week. Yeah. So, on that note, can you share one memorable moment from your class, a story that stayed with you?
Story Ricky Tikki Tavi from Rudyard Kipling. They really loved that story. I don't know how many of you have read that story. They really loved that mongoose, how that brave mongoose. And in India they do have snakes. So
Mhm.
they shared their experience because they live in small villages and all. And for us it's so scary, but they are like very cool about it, the way they handle snakes. Oh, I saw a snake yesterday, and I like, oh my God, yeah, it was like going outside the house. So those kind of experiences, I love listening to those experiences, and even the festivals, because they are villages and they are a very tightly knit community. They celebrate festivals together. So those things are very nice to listen to. So it's an exchange. I get to learn about them, they get to learn about me. And the other thing is most memorable is when although you are physically away from them, in villages, when a girl attains maturity, it's a big deal for them. And one student, she asked her mother to call me to let me know that this event has happened. And I was so taken aback, so much surprise. I don't know, different emotions. Oh, I don't even know her that well. But she felt so connected to me that she made her mother call me. And she also sent a message, a video of the entire celebration. And what more can you ask for, when, oh my God, they really feel me to be part of their family. So that
That
was,
is so sweet. That is definitely
oh
one of
yeah,
the you would cherish. Forget.
exactly, exactly.
So nice. So, any of you can answer, like either you or Smriti. So, beyond spoken English, US Kids for Water runs robotics, digital literacy, and intellectual property programs. So, has any one of you seen a child's eyes light up the way you haven't expected?
I personally haven't been a part of the intellectual property and digital literacy projects. I've been a part of, initiatives outside of education. Directly, I've been a part of the library design initiative, where I would work with Prasanna Auntie, Shamila Auntie, and Usha Auntie, and a lot more people to design this library that's become like a learning hub and center where students can actually spark their minds. And it's not just learning or reading books, but it's like an innovation hub where they can tinker, they can build Legos, they can do science experiments and art. And so I actually hopped on a call with these students not too long ago, and I asked them for some of their feedback as to what we can incorporate and implement in the library, if they have any ideas, because instead of just being, recipients to this change, I wanted them to be active contributors with us and like their partners themselves. And so through that call, everyone was so excited to share their interests and hobbies. I asked them, what's your favorite subjects? What are you interested in but haven't had a chance to learn yet? And they told me about, like artificial intelligence, different cultures, cooking, gardening, learning different languages, and, hearing about their different interests and hearing them light up about that, seeing their facial expressions, their eyes, even through a screen, I could tell how excited they were to share all the things they wanted to learn but haven't had a chance to. I really just realized how impactful this library would be for them. And I just wanted to take all of their, input and interest and create the library based on that. And it was really nice to just see their happiness about that.
I am so sure it'll be so satisfying to watch the response as you teach.
The thing is, books are a doorway. They read the books and it opens their world, opens their eyes to the world outside. They are like, oh my God, is this how it is? So books are a good way to expose them to the outer world because they are from a
Yes,
small
very true.
community. Yeah.
It
So
is
Hmm.
a very powerful tool.
it's a
And
powerful tool.
yes. And we always see pictures of them, like 30 to 60 kids come to the library every day to, learn and work and create and innovate. And so it's awesome to see that it is already creating an impact on them.
That's lovely. That's very good to know. And in 2024, over 300 students attended the EduLead Summit in Bangalore. So many seeing a city for the first time. So what does an experience like that mean to a rural child, in your words?
Okay, so 2 years back, yeah, 2024, we did the EduLead Summit. So that summit was based on like the whole year of work, hard work the kids did. So like Nirupama ma'am here, Smriti here, hundreds of volunteers work with the children, right? So all these children, whoever did really good in spoken English or the spelling bee, or if they have put a good decent amount of work, they got selected for this summit. And throughout India, like all over from India, from Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, and from Telangana, they all came together at Art of Living Center in Bangalore. Even though I was not there physically to for that event, so much coordination and effort were like put in for that program. And I know like Smriti also worked with me at that time. We did brainstorm so many ideas on how to make the 3 day summit more valuable for the students, because for the first time most of the students were visiting an university. There was a university visit where the experts from different field came and talked with the children, and they showed like what are the opportunities available for them when they grow up. And also they did so many sessions, interactive sessions between different states. It not just people from one state conversing within themselves. It was most of the kids probably did not have an opportunity to speak with a North Indian kid or with a Maharashtrian kid. But in that summit, we made sure all the kids interacted with each other. They did group discussions, they did games together, programs. So that was a nice cultural exchange that during I really value, and I'm really thankful for all the donations that we received that year for that summit to be was possible because of all that hard effort and our volunteers. So I'm very proud of US Kids for Water for organizing such an event, and it was a blessing for all the kids and the teachers involved.
Teaching as it is a noble profession, and on top of it, it needs a lot of patience. But having to face such kind of challenges, and that too on a daily basis and on probably a minutely basis, you need to ensure that they are constantly focused on what is being taught, and that they are engaged and they're paying attention. That definitely is a huge challenge, and especially when you're physically not present in the room.
Yeah, and they are little kids, you have to understand, right? So they can get, even in a physical classroom, they can easily get distracted. Now, remote with that small phone, looking at the small phone when a younger sibling is disturbing you, it's
True.
quite a challenge for them also.
Yes.
But
And
still
adding on
learning
to that,
happens. It's amazing that learning still happens.
I know, I know. It's really amazing how a kid's brain can grasp so many things despite all the distractions.
They are very sharp kids. Very
they
sharp
are.
kids. Very curious, want to learn. It's amazing.
Yes, even through the distractions, they
Mm.
still, are pointed in their focus. They know that they want to learn. So it makes it easy when the kid is so passionate about it. So I definitely agree with you, Nirupama, auntie, about what you said there. And I think also like meeting the diverse needs of students, even though we're all teaching, level 1 students, level 2 students, level 3, they're all on the same level, but like in theory, they're on slightly different levels in their English. I'm sure Rishant can also be a testament to this. In my spoken English class, I teach 4 students, Rishant, my student Logesh, Harsha, and then Sadayandi. And all of them are on level 2, but they're on slightly different levels in English. And so, sometimes one might be a little bit more advanced, the other may be a bit behind and may not understand a certain concept, but the other one may understand that concept. And so teaching that student who's a little bit behind while also trying to cater to that other advanced student, doing all of that at the same time and trying to, meet everybody's needs is definitely something that's a little bit difficult for me sometimes as well.
Oh, yeah.
But
So, yeah, Smriti,
yeah,
you being a young girl managing these challenges is really admirable.
thank you so
Correct.
much.
Correct. Why do you believe spoken English is so important for these children's futures? Not just academically, but for their life opportunities.
I can take that question. Knowing multiple languages different stimulates different parts of the brains. That is the research study
Mm-hmm.
that's propagates this kind of studying different languages. So in US also, if we see, they do encourage kids to study different languages in addition to English, and so as part of the curriculum. So, and English being a universal language of communication, it is important that they are comfortable speaking the language, and it will give them better opportunities.
And what keeps you motivated when sessions are hard, technology fails, or schedules get busier?
Just a one line answer. Someone is waiting, eagerly waiting at the other end on Sunday morning, which makes me motivated.
Wow. What about you,
Yes, I
Smith?
actually have, I think exactly the same thing. I was going to say that these students are waiting. It's not even you're forcing them to join, they are waiting for you to send the link. I always get messages from my students saying, send link, ma'am, send link, ma'am. And like 10 minutes before the class, one of my students always does like a countdown, like 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes. And actually, once for my Alphabet Commanders meeting, I think Prasananti, you remember this, I had overslept one weekend and totally forgot that I had a session to hold. And so in my group chat with all of my spelling bee students, I'm getting like hundreds of messages saying, ma'am, where are you? Ma'am, where's the class? And crying emojis, sad emojis, stickers. All of them are just waiting for me to send the link. And they're so sad that I forgot. And it was so nice and sweet to see just how excited they are. And oh, sorry. So that was also something that I wanted to share. Just that, like Nirupama auntie, you said, just that they're always there. They're just always excited through even the challenges they face, challenges I face. The student is always going to be ready.
Wow.
Yeah, adding to that, the passionate people that I meet here, keeps me motivated every day to do more and remind me what is more important in life, right? More than like our time, earning money, and all that thing, the satisfaction that it brings, like, that meeting passionate people at both ends in India as well as like in here. I'm like so fortunate.
And Smriti, as someone who started this as a teenager, what would you say to a young person watching right now who wants to make a difference but doesn't know how to start and where to start?
As teenagers, we have like a lot of reservations, self-consciousness about will I be a good teacher? Will I be a good mentor? My fluency in my mother tongue isn't good. How will I be able to help and teach the student? We're so worked up about doing a great job that we hesitate to actually start. And so, all you need, I feel, you don't need to be perfect at teaching. You don't need to be a perfect mentor. You don't have to be fluent. I wasn't any of that when I started. All I had was the passion to help and the desire to make an impact on some child. And so, all you need to start is with that. and then everything else will transpire from there. You gain knowledge as you get into this role. You gain more familiarity. You become more comfortable. You meet more people. You get mentored and you speak and you learn on your own. It doesn't all come like right at the beginning. You just have to start. You have to have that desire, that passion, and that's really all you need for this role. And so I would tell them to just go ahead and start if you believe in a cause and you believe in yourself to make an impact.
So it's like a rapid round, whatever comes to your mind first. We'll start with Prasanna first. Prasanna, Miss Prasanna, one word to describe your journey with US Kids for Water.
I'm passionate for helping others, and I've always known I wanted to help others. I didn't know how to do it, and this was a doorway for opportunity to do something meaningful in the life.
Lovely. Miss Nirupama, how about you?
Joyful,
One
right?
word to describe your journey with Kids for
Joyful.
Water.
Joyful.
Okay. Lovely. And Smriti?
I would say transformative or blessing.
Wow. Wow. Just, I feel so inspired talking to you guys. And especially, a high schooler. Our student, Rishant, has been quietly seeping in all the information, all that and insights that you've been sharing so far. So, Rishant, are you ready? Let's talk a bit. I'll engage you as well. You must be getting bored now. All right. So, welcome to you, first of all. So, can you tell us your name, your full name details, which class you are in, and what school you study at?
Hi ma'am, I am Dishant. I am 15 years old. I am from Tamil Nadu. I am studying RMPS Ramayanada Higher Secondary School.
So, did you enjoy learning English with your teacher? And what is the one thing you really liked about the classes?
I like many things in the class ma'am. Spelling bee game
Okay, spelling bee games. Okay.
and the reading practice.
So, did you enjoy learning English with your teacher? Did you have fun learning with your teacher so far?
Oh, fun ma'am. Yes ma'am.
So, what's your favorite activity in class? So, you mentioned about spelling bee. Anything else? Like, speaking out loud, reading, or anything else?
Reading and asking question ma'am.
Very nice. Very nice. So, your teacher is all the way in America. What is it like talking to someone from so far away? You're talking to somebody who's thousands of miles away from you and learning from them. How does it feel?
I'm very happy ma'am. Excited.
So, are you more confident in speaking English now than before?
Yes ma'am.
So, can you say a sentence in English for us now?
Yes ma'am.
Rishant, what do you do after you come home from school?
After I come home, I play cricket and come home. I will study my English books and solve the math sums.
Very good.
My name is Dasini. I am studying in grade 8. Spoken class is useful to me. My favorite activity in class is unscramble words. In future, I want to become a nurse. This class helped me in many ways, like it made good fluency of my English. Thank you.
That's awesome. And we wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. And we sincerely hope you reach your dream, Rishad. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us and your experiences.
Thank you.
It
ma'am.
was
Thank you. Very good.
it was amazing speaking with you all as well. So it was what a remarkable organization and what remarkable people I'm speaking to. Volunteers who give their time across oceans and children who dream bigger because of it. If today's conversation inspired you, visit www.uskidsforwater.org to volunteer, to donate, or simply learn more. Together, one child at a time, we truly can bridge the worlds and build futures. Thank you to Prasanna, Smriti, Nirupama, and the wonderful Rishant for joining us today.
Thank you,
Thank
Preeti.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
thank you.
this a lot.
Me too, knowing all the experiences from the rural world out so far. Thank you guys so much.